What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Cree back with another video. Man, your boy Lamont Lamont Hill responds to Joe Budden's viral Patreon leak. If y'all don't remember, man, Joe Budden leaked accidentally or maybe on purpose the fact that this guy is making close to $1 million a month in Patreon money. And I will say this: this has become an issue up at the Joe Budden podcast. Y'all listen to more of the conversation behind it, and I'll come back with some commentary. Here we go.
You said JBP Patreon earnings. So for those that don't know, Joe Budden inadvertently on his Instagram stories leaked his revenue from Patreon. I didn't look at it too closely, but I know it was over $900,000. The websites are talking about it. People are texting me about it. People are asking me a lot of questions about it. One, did I know it was going to happen? No, I didn't. I didn't expect it to happen. Bragging about how much money he made, putting out a bunch of numbers. That's not Joe's style. He's too cool for that. So I didn't expect him to do that. And I think it was just an honest mistake. I don't think it was a conspiracy. I think he made an honest mistake. I think he the person who was supposed to black out the info for him didn't do a good job. And so when he posted it, you could see through it. Also, we old, man. We don't be knowing all that technology. I don't know. Y'all could turn up the light here and turn this thing there and see. If I knew all that, yeah.
All right, this is first part of this. I just want to say, I think this was definitely intentional to leak the 30 million, like Joe was saying in his previous podcast. But I think overall, this was purposely done. And yes, Ian probably made a mistake, or whoever he sent it to made a mistake, um, and it wasn't deleted or marked out correctly, and people got a hold of it, and people made light of what he was making. And I will say it caused dissent in the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be on the internet, certainly not on the phone. People asked if we were angry at Joe for this. Why would we be angry or hurt? Why would we be hurt?
Lies.
I work at the Joe Budden podcast, and my arrangement is my arrangement. My deal is my deal. And if Joe hits Powerball and suddenly we're 300 million more, I don't necessarily say, hey, that means my job is worth more. I don't know if that's fair or reasonable. I do think that workers need a bigger slice of the revenue. And we talk about the means of production. I mean, how alienated we are from our labor. I mean, there's a million arguments you could make for why we should get more. And I'm with all of them. Pay me more. But I want to be clear that I don't feel like this revelation on Instagram of Joe Budden's suddenly means that he owes me, or I'll speak for myself, that he owes me anything. If I'm owed anything, it's at any employer, it's because of the quality of my work or the strength of a contract we already signed. So I just don't look at my employer and say, oh, you had a good year, you had a big year, you hit the lottery, you got hit by a bus and got insurance, whatever. Like, now pay me more. Like, I don't think.
Now, I will say this. Marc Lamont Hill is a stand-up guy, but I guarantee he's going to be asking for a raise.
That way. And maybe that's the right way to think, but I don't think that way. And I don't think anyone else up there, at least no one I've spoken to, thinks that way. I think we all are happy for Joe. Those numbers didn't shock me. I already had an idea about what Joe made. So this isn't far from what I thought and think he makes. I just don't care. It's not my business.
I will say this also. When people were making fun of him about the Spotify deal getting 10, 20 million or something like that, I guess he asked for 20 million out the Spotify deal. People were laughing at him, but Joe knew how much money he was bringing in, and Joe knew the worth of the subscribers and the people he had. And this just goes to show you careful insight in the ability to make money. I think it was genius on both their ends.
Only answering this because someone asked me. I do think that You know, for some of y'all who were talking crazy about Joe, about where he's sitting in the garden or how much bread people got, you don't know what people be up to. You don't know how much money they have. You don't know what they do.
Very true.
Don't assume cats ain't up when they up. And Joe been up for a minute now, and he says it. So I don't think y'all even got to guess. But shout out to Joe. I'm glad that he has reached the milestone of visits to Patreon. I'm proud and excited for him that he has such a huge Patreon subscriber base. And I'm just excited to see him winning. You know, he's come a long way, and he's not only winning, but he's modeling for other artists, other creators, other podcasters, other everything. He's modeling for them what's possible when you believe and invest in yourself. Now, it's not get rich quick. It's not easy. Everybody can't invest in themselves. I see if y'all got these YouTube channels that got like 5 views and you're not making any money and you're grinding, and I get it. So I'm not saying it's easy. But what I am saying is when you have the opportunity to invest in yourself and you have the opportunity to produce content through your own label, your own platform, or whatever, do it. Because what you see in Jobudden is what happens when you believe in yourself, when you invest in yourself.
And he is absolutely right. So all you creators out there, keep your head up, man. Y'all keep hustling. Y'all keep grinding. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for more content, because I will definitely try to keep up this time with all the news and things that's going around. Peace.